out there, you viewers to be named later. How we doing today? I know we are back for a second look at the Games Workshop's Warhammer Horus Heresy Legion Astartes Praetor with Power Axe. Now, this one and the other one I did a video on a little bit ago, both of those come in the big box set. I don't have the money to go drop for it. I was very excited when Games Workshop released them separately. Now, the price point on this, as of August 25th, 2022, is $35 on Games Workshop's website. This one I found today for $30 on Amazon, and I picked mine up for $35 at my local gaming store. No big deal, right? You always want to support them. There's the back of the box. Now, let's get into the insides. I have put this one together. I spent most of the morning cursing and swearing, and my kids learned a lot of new words. But still. Alright. Now, just like everything else with G-Dub, it comes on a sprue. What I thought was cool with these Praetor models, they gave you two heads. Now, as I said before when I did the Chaplain Console and the Cataphractii Predator dude, and I painted white on my Chaplain. I'm doing like a Viking-themed Space Wolves stuff, whereas, the armor is going to look kind of uniform because they're Space Wolves, but they're going to have battle markings. I thought about doing the beaky head with the little spike, but I ended up doing the other one with the big ponytail and, the breathing apparatus. And my thought process behind that was, I'll just put a little bit of paint on the face. No big deal. Not every Viking goes running in looking the exact same way, but they all have kind of similar markings. It's going to work for me. Besides, I think it gave it a more overall badass look to me. They do give you transfer sheets for Horus's Legion and the Imperial Fists. I don't play these, so hey. Games Workshop, if you ever watch this video, hey, how about like other legions? I don't know, Dark Angels, Space Wolves, Raven Guard, something that like more loyalists would play? Or at least make sure you get the frickin' transfer sheets in stock on your web store. Moving on. They do give you an assembly guide, and they give you the little tools that they think you need to have. Well, you do. I mean, you need glue, you need clippers to get them off the sprue, and you need an X-Acto knife to clean up mold lines and everything else. I'm going to tell you, don't get Games Workshop's one. It's just horrible. Okay, it really, truly is. They give you a great little instruction guide, how to put everything together. Now, let's get to the fun. You know me, you know this channel, there's always something, right? Here's the miniature in all its glory. I really like how it looks. I don't know why I can't find my bits box anywhere, because I really wanted to hang some wolf tails off of there. I really wanted to do some other Space Wolfy type stuff to this miniature, but the first two Praetors that I'm doing for my force are going to be stock. I will be buying that big box set someday, so I'll be able to really do some conversions on them and make them pretty awesome and make them more individually mine. Like I said, with the badass face and the ponytail, I can get some white marks on the eyeballs. Okay, no problem. Now let's get on to some interesting little bits. When you put it together the way it's supposed to put together, notice how it seems like one foot is floating? It's supposed to be 1 foot up on the rock and it's kind of on the side. Nope, it ended up being like that, the way everything fit perfectly into that rock. So still, there's really weird thing number one. Weird thing number two is have fun putting that cloak together. Oh dear Lord, I had to play around with some areas on it and do this and do that and fit it and do whatever. Number three. Notice right there between the cloak and the pauldron? That cloak is supposed to be covering it, but this is the only way I could get it on my miniature that looked any way remotely like the box art and any way remotely made sense for anything. If you remember my other Praetor, I had so many problems with it, it's kind of glued lower on down on the backpack. One of the things I thought was cool was the cloak went into place almost no problem. I didn't have to wiggle anything to get the backpack or the power plant into place. If you look right under the face, there's that third part I talked about with the other Praetor. That thing was a mother and a half to get in there. It's a little circular piece that helps sit the head firmly on the body, okay? Why couldn't you guys just do what you've done with every other push fit marine or anything else and just have that thing already carved in there so when you put them together, bam, the head can sit in there? Why? Why do you have to make it a more multi-piece kit? Just why? That's just me. And then because of hand positioning and everything else, the hands are not fitting properly on the power axe. But that's little minor to me, okay? That's something you would almost overlook if you're not looking for it. But that is going to be one of my 2 stock Praetors. I'm going to have to go back and clean up a little bit of extra stuff. Because trust me, I was getting so unbelievably frustrated at getting... Like, seriously, the cloak is basically 5 pieces. No, 1, 2, 3... Yeah, 5 pieces. 2 on the end you have to fit together and slot in, but you have to figure out how to get them in there appropriately. So you try to hide some of the mold lines. But yeah, you can still kind of see some of the problems. I don't know, it's just me being peculiar, me going, why can't you just do it a 1 piece? Make it a little bit easier. And some of the stuff on the back that you're telling me to glue in place is kind of covered up by the cloak. So yeah, it's going to be fun painting. It's going to be fun making them into my Space Wolf force. Because the Praetors are the big bad guys. They're the guys who are leading the forces into battle. Right now, I can't afford the Primarch Russ. I will be getting him soon. Oh yes, he's coming to the channel. But still, I wanted to do a quick review on these guys because I love the way they look. These guys should stand out on the battlefield because they are the bosses. But now, we're at the part of the video I love the most. I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, anger, all that fun stuff right down below. Are you currently doing the Horus Heresy? What faction are you doing, I should say, or what legion are you doing? Are you, a loyalist? Are you a traitor? Do you have any tips out there from when you're painting or assembling? Share some of those down below. Let's help other hobbyists out. Because that's how I was raised up in this community back in 2nd edition. You be helpful to your brothers in arms. You always help them out. If you need to help them out with sprues or free stuff or help them painting, you do it. But that's just me. Now, if I made you laugh, made you cringe, made you cry, made you do any of that during this video, please hit that big old thumbs up. It's only going to help show love and support for the channel, and that is always appreciated. But guys, there we are, my really quick look at the Warhammer Horus Heresy Praetor with Power Axe. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope all of you are having a safe day, a great day, and I hope one day to see all of you on the tabletop.